What's going on, boys? It's your boy, A Real Bear, back at you with another RuneScape play session. In the last episode, we were able to take on Doric's quest, unlock herbalism and rune crafting, and the dwarven multi-cannon, even though it costs like almost 1,000,000 coins. While we have access to it, we can't actually buy it yet. But continuing down the list of things that we need to do, we have Ernest the chicken next, over in the Gielinor Manor. We gotta talk to Veronica. That's not too far to the way. Alright, let's go see how we can help Veronica, guys. This is going to be cool. I've only ever walked past the Gielinor Manor. I've never actually done anything in here, so I'm kind of curious to see what this place is all about, because it looks a little spooky.
Can you please help me? I'm in a terrible spot of trouble.
Start the Ernest the Chicken quest, yes. Ha, sounds like a quest. I'll help.
Yes, I suppose it is a quest. My fiancé Ernest and I came upon this house. Seeing as we were a little lost, Ernest decided to go in and ask for directions. That was an hour ago. And that house looks spooky. Can you go and see if you can find him for me?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'm very grateful.
Oh boy, yeah, this place is kind of spooky. Alright, I guess we just go knock on the front door, right? Let's be polite. Open large door. Whoa! The trees are attacking me? Fish food? Guess let's go ahead and grab that. I imagine this whole house is probably the quest, right? Doesn't look like there's anybody in this house. Skeletons and ghosts, that's it. There's poison, we can grab that. Just kind of collecting everything for now, I guess. Oh, look at this. The doors slam shut behind you. We probably can't leave. Is this chair gonna attack me? Makes me think of Mario 64, where you go into the ghost house and there's just like random shit just starts flying at you and beating you up. Oh yeah, it's coming over to me. What's he doing? That's cool, guys. That's really cool. Here's a guy, Big Fuzzy Nugs. He must be doing this quest too. Whoa. Okay, hang on. Can we do that too? Yo, we found a secret door. And there's a ladder. Oh, there's like a whole prison system down here. Maybe these levers will open up all the different doors. Maybe Ernest is down here. Okay, perfect. We've got it. All right, here we go. Oil can. Now that we have that, let's head back up, I guess. This is similar to these old games. You just find a bunch of random items and you gotta kind of figure out how to use them. I think I'm gonna enjoy this quest a lot. So it said the doors slam shut behind us. Does that mean we can't leave, or can we go check out this stuff outside? Doors won't open. Okay, so the solution to what we're looking for is in the house. Oh, there's another staircase. Okay, let's go up here. Professor Oddenstein. Let's talk to him. Be careful in here. There's lots of dangerous equipment. I'm looking for a guy called Ernest. Ah, Ernest, top-notch bloke. He's helping me with my experiments. So you know where he is, then? He's that chicken over there. Ernest is a chicken? Are you sure? Oh, well, he isn't normally a chicken. Or at least he wasn't until he helped me test my polymorph. I was reading poulet morph, and I was like trying to process what that is. That's French for chicken. Poulet morph potion's pretty funny. Oh, well, he isn't normally a chicken, or at least he wasn't until he helped me test my poulet morph machine. It was originally going to be called a transmutation machine, but after testing poulet morph, it seems more appropriate. Well, I'm glad Veronica didn't actually get engaged to a chicken. That's crazy that that's an option. It's true, though. Who's Veronica? Ernest's fiancé. He probably doesn't want to marry a chicken. Oh, I don't know. She could have free eggs for breakfast. Yeah, I think you'd better change him back. Well, it's not so easy. My machine is broken, and the house gremlins have run off with some vital bits. Well, I can look for them. That would be a help. They'll be somewhere in the manor house or its grounds. The gremlins never get further than the entrance gate. I'm missing the pressure gauge and a rubber tube. They've also taken my oil can, which I'm going to need to get this thing started again. Well, we already have the oil can. We just need to find a way to get that rubber tube in there. Oh, here, we can get to the backyard through here, I think. Well, let's grab the spade while we're here, too. We'll probably need that. Oh my gosh, there's a gallows? Not your average garden feature. Yeah, holy cow. Oh, here we go. Maybe we can use the spade over here. Can't believe I'm about to do that. A Gielinor skull. Whoa. One of my subscribers said this is their favorite quest, and I'm kind of starting to see why. This is really cool. This feels like the old horror game experience where you're just kind of running around figuring shit out. Okay, we got a key. We can probably use that to get the rubber hose, huh? Oh, hang on. Search fountain. Fountains always have something in them. There seems to be a pressure gauge in here. And a lot of piranhas. I can't get the gauge out. Fish food. The piranhas start eating the food. Alright, quick. Now they seem hungrier than ever. Oh no, let's use the poison. Dang. Okay, I've tried using a couple of items on the fountain, and they weren't really doing a whole lot. Maybe we need more fish food? Maybe we need to feed them a bunch of it. We have a key. Let's try using it on this door. Perfect. Stick the key, or the tube. Yeah, all we have to figure out finally is this little piranha issue. Oh, you know what, guys? I think we use the poison on the fish food to poison it, and then when the piranhas eat it, they'll die. Let's try that. Use fish food on poison. Nice! Poisoned fish food. There we go, dude. Using our brain. There was a game on UFO 50 that was like this, too. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. It's like a point-and-click horror game. But it's kind of like a first-person perspective. It's not very big by any means, but it has like all of the major things. Like you go to this guy's house and slowly uncover that mushrooms drove him and his family insane, and he became like a crazy mushroom man, and got the horror chases and digging into the fountain and unlocking rooms and all kinds of really cool stuff. This quest reminds me a lot of it. It has all of the little motifs that you'd have in all these old horror games. Okay, perfect. The poison killed the piranhas and they floated to the surface, so we were able to get the pressure gauge. Yeah, I grew up playing all kinds of games like this. Like I Spy Spooky Mansion was one of my favorite games that we had. You know, it wasn't like too scary, but it was just enough for a kid to get a little spooked while he's playing, right? I had a really, really good time with that. Have you found anything yet? I have everything. We'll give them here then. Whoa.
Thank you, sir. It was dreadfully irritating being a chicken. How can I ever thank you?
Well, cash reward is always nice.
Of course, of course.
There you go, 300 coins. That quest was awesome, you guys. That was a blast. We didn't use the Draenor skull, or the shears, or the tinderbox. There's got to be another quest here then, right? They can't have built this entire mansion just for little old chicken boy. So one of my subscribers was very helpful in telling me kind of how to improve rune crafting early. And again, just a suggestion. It's not like he's giving me a detailed list of the most efficient way to level stuff. He did recommend that we do Enter the Abyss and the follow-up Temple of the Eye, which only requires like 10 rune crafting or something like that. Rune crafting is not exceptionally fun to level, and he was saying nothing more than check these out. It will make the experience a little bit better. So we're going to do that because we need rune crafting experience anyway to finish the Veronica achievement diary. So I'm not totally sure what the wilderness is. Let's see. Some guy up here we got to talk to over by Edgeville. We'll head up there, we'll do that, and then we'll do Temple of the Eye afterwards and see kind of where we're at. This must be it, guys. Cross the wilderness ditch. I've seen this every time that I've come to Edgeville, but I've never actually done that. If you go any farther, you will enter the wilderness. This is a very dangerous area where other players can attack you. The further north you go, the more dangerous it becomes. An indicator at the bottom right of the screen will show the current level of danger. Let's go put everything that we own back in the bank, because I don't want to lose any of it when I die to some player. Oh, this guy's a skull. Oh no. He might come and attack us, guys. We got to make sure that he knows that we have nothing valuable. Even my fancier boots got to go. We have absolutely nothing worth them killing me for. Let's check this out, guys. Okay, he's at this little mining area up here. Our first foray into the wilderness. Let's go. Oh! Okay, yep, he's coming out with a bang. Leave me alone, buddy. I'm here for a specific reason. The Mage of Zamorak, here he is. No, I don't want to trade with you, I want to buy. Or frickin', oh my... Hang on. This is out of hand. Need to get this skeleton off me. Skeleton, please. Leave me alone. If you want to talk, this isn't the place for it. Meet me at Verok's Chaos Temple by the Rune Shop. Alright, I'll go. Then why the heck did I come all the way out here? That was terrible, you guys. Holy shit. Remind me to never do that again. Dude, Verok has dark wizards outside, and now apparently they have a dark Chaos Temple in the city. Those guards need to lose their pay, man. May as well steal from the tea stall while we're over here. Get that little task done for the achievement diary. There we go. Cup of tea. It gives a +2 to attack? Are you serious? And it heals. That's incredible. Alright, I stole 10 just for good measure because any attack increase is kind of insane. Oh, it doesn't last that long. I mean, we can't get attack potions right now, right? So I guess that's not terrible to have. I take, like, all my cakes, and then I have one line in my inventory saved for the cups of tea to increase my attack. Could be good. Ah, you again. The wilderness is hardly the appropriate place for a conversation now, is it? What was it you wanted? Well, I didn't really want anything. So why did you approach me? I was just wondering why you sell runes in the wilderness. Well, I can't go doing it in the middle of Varrock, can I? In case you hadn't noticed, I'm a servant of Zamorak. The Saradominists have made sure that people like me are not welcome in these parts. Where do you get your runes from? Well, we craft them, of course. We? My associates and I. Despite the best attempts of the Saradominists, there's still more of us around than they'd like. Can't imagine they like you crafting runes much. Do they not try and stop you? Ha! I'm sure they'd love to, but we have methods of rune crafting that they can only dream of. Care to share? Why would I? You are not a member of our institute. How do I know you won't just go and share all of our secrets with those Saradomis fools in the Order of Wizards? Okay, that's something I was interested about because the man who sells runes here in Varrock worked with the Order of Wizards, so I wasn't sure if he was buying his runes or getting them from the Zamorak mages to then sell to the wizards, or if he had his own way of getting runes. It's interesting that they have kind of like two factions here that were working on getting runes. And that would explain too how there were even still runes around, even though we didn't have access to the rune mines. Very cool little bit of lore there. Maybe I could make it worth your while? Let's try that. How? What do you have to offer? Well, what is it you want? Until recently, our rune crafting secrets allowed us to produce runes at a far superior rate compared to the inept Order of Wizards. But something has changed. From what we can gather, they've somehow rediscovered how to access the lost Rune Essence mine. Oh, well, I know all about that. I was actually the one to help them do it. You did what? You helped the Order of Wizards? I feel like if I tell him I did it so I could steal their secrets, it's going to make him not trust me to give him my secret, right? Yes, but I can still help you as well. So you're a mercenary with no allegiance? Not the type I like working with, but if you have knowledge of the Rune Essence mine, I seemingly have little choice. Alright, if you help us access the Rune Essence mine, we'll share our rune crafting secrets with you in return. Deal. Good. Now all I need from you is the spell that will teleport me to the Rune Essence mine. Well, I actually don't know the spell. What? Then how do you get there? Oh, well, the people who do know the spell just teleport me there directly. I see. That makes this slightly more complex, but no matter. You can still help us. I'll give you a scrying orb with a standard cipher spell cast upon it. The orb will absorb mystical energies that it is exposed to. If you teleport to the Rune Essence mine from 3 different locations, the orb will absorb the energies of the spell and allow us to reverse engineer the magic behind it. Do you know of 3 different people who can teleport you there? Maybe? Well, if not, I'm sure one of those fools in the Order of Wizards can tell you. Now, here's the orb. The Mage of Zamorak hands you an orb. Okay. So, I know that we have the guy right up here in Varrock. We have the wizard. Yeah, Aubrey here. Let's go ahead and teleport, and that's our first one. Okay, well, now that we have that, let's go to the wizard's tower and do that one. Who else knows the teleport to the Rune Essence mine? Apart from myself, there's Aubrey in Varrock, Wizard Cromperty in East Ardoon, Brimstale in the Tree Gnome Stronghold, and Wizard Distentor in Yanil's Wizards Guild. So maybe we go to Ardoon. There is our second. Let's go head over to Ardoon. Hello there, my name is Cromperty. I'm a wizard and an inventor. You must be a real bear. My good friend Sedridor has told me about you. As both wizard and inventor, he has aided me in my great invention. Alright, let's teleport. Oh look, the orb is charged. Perfect. Let's head back to Varrock then and get it back to the Chaos Wizard. You again. Have you managed to use the scrying orb to obtain the information I need? Here you go. You hand the orb to the Mage of Zamorak. Right, let's take a look at this orb. Yes, this'll do nicely. Once again, the Zamorak Magical Institute has overcome the Order of Wizards. You have done well. Now, time for us to uphold our end of the bargain. The reason we're able to craft so many runes is because we do not visit the runic altars in the traditional way. Instead, we have found a way to teleport to them directly. What? That would save so much time! We can travel to them via another plane known as the Abyss. It is a complex place that cannot be easily explained, but I will share our research notes with you so you may better understand it. So can I use the Abyss? Yes. Visit me in the wilderness whenever you wish to be teleported there. Just be careful, for it is a dangerous place. Still, I'm sure you'll agree that the risk is worth the reward. How is it dangerous? There are creatures there that will hunt and attack any visitors on sight. The magic we use for teleporting there can also be a bit unstable. Just don't expect to be using any prayers in there. Anyway, you may also have this pouch as well. I'm sure you will find it useful. Now, we're done here. The Mage of Zamorak hands you a book and a pouch. Can you tell me more about your group? Yeah, who are these guys? These were the guys that destroyed the first wizard tower. I want to know more about them. I suppose you have proven yourself trustworthy. We are a group of mages in service to Zamorak. Our group is called the Zamorak Magical Institution, or the ZMI for short. Few actually know of us. Ceredominous groups like the Order of Wizards hold sway over these lands, so we're forced to work in the shadows. However, make no mistake, our power far exceeds theirs. You don't seem to like the Order of Wizards very much. And why would we? Did you know that the Order of Wizards wasn't always a Ceredominous group? Once they allowed mages of all faiths to study with them, but they became greedy. They started to desire more control. They banned Zamorakian wizards from certain areas of study, claiming them to be too dangerous. In reality, they just wanted that knowledge for themselves. It all went wrong for them, of course. A Zamorakian wizard made a great breakthrough in teleportation magic, but the Ceredominists stole his research. They used it to perform a ritual, but their lack of understanding caused it to go wrong. The entire wizard's tower burnt down, and many were killed and years of research were destroyed. Naturally, they blamed the Zamorakians, claimed we intentionally burnt the tower down. After the tower was rebuilt, we were banished from the Order of Wizards and forced underground. And that's how the ZMI was formed? Exactly. You know, I heard a very different story about how that tower burnt down. From a member at the Order of Wizards? Well, that's right. I thought as much. Holy cow, that's crazy, guys! You think with all the red and all the, Zamorak Chaos God stuff, they'd be evil, but it's just a different train of thought. And the wizards have painted them into this corner to be seen as evil. Can you tell me more about the Abyss? It is a hard place to describe. We often refer to it as another plane, but that isn't quite accurate. If anything, it's more like a plane that sits between all other planes. Right, and, well, what does it have to do with runecrafting? In truth, nothing at all. However, it has everything to do with teleportation. You see, time and space work differently in the Abyss. For example, you can travel to the Abyss, walk a few steps, and then exit, only to find yourself somewhere completely different from where you entered. You might even find yourself on a different plane. You can also enter the Abyss and spend days there, but on your return only moments have passed. This is why the Abyss is so useful. It can be used as an effective hub for teleportation. In fact, all teleportation that we know of uses the Abyss. You just don't realize it. Wait, so when I teleport, I'm actually traveling through the Abyss? In some ways, I suppose you are. Whenever you use a teleport spell, that spell's actually traveling through the Abyss and using it to link two places together. So did you discover the Abyss? No. Knowledge of the Abyss has existed for a long time, hence it being used for teleportation. However, we believe we may be the first to have properly gained access in centuries. Well, how did you manage that? By complete accident. One of our initiates was performing a routine teleportation experiment when something went wrong. Instead of ending up at their destination, they found themselves in the Abyss. Could you imagine how terrifying that would be? It's like the Fantastic Four ending up in the negative zone out of nowhere and getting their crazy powers. I mean, just imagine being stuck somewhere and never knowing how you could get out. That's really cool. Okay, I actually really like these guys. Oh, wait a minute, we got runecrafting experience. Level 12? Wait a minute. How much did we get? Weren't we only level like 7? Was that 5 levels? Well, we can make earth runes now and get that achievement diary bit done. That's incredible. I really like these guys. They seem like the kind of people to want to explore magic for the sake of exploring magic. You know, they're not bound by any laws. I mean, we don't even know if they're inherently evil, right? They just seem like they potentially have stumbled on these deeper magical questions and philosophies and continued to drive them home where the Order of Wizards would tell them to stop, right? I think that's really interesting. Now that that's done, we have the follow-up. This is done by talking to Wizard Persten north of Al-Kharid. Wow, that is right at the toll gate. That's not that bad to get to at all. Let's head over there, guys, and check out the Temple of the Eye. I've been really impressed with the lore of this game on these last few quests. Like, the whole thing with the Order of Wizards ended up being really deep. Magic is a massive part of this world. The lore of rune crafting being like a relatively newfound kind of thing. Like, we've brought a new age of magic to the world because it's more readily available to people. And honestly, us giving the Zamorak mages access to the rune mine, I don't feel bad about that. They're going to progress magic in ways that the wizards never could. Whether for better or for worse, that's something that needed to be done. Because again, like, they found the Abyss. There's no way the wizards would have ever found that. It sounds like the Zamorakians are specialists in teleportation magic, potentially. Now, I don't know anything about, like, chaos that much. I know there are chaos runes, because we can make them. Maybe there's a specific type of, like, chaos magic or something that they get to do. You know, it's really interesting stuff. It's very cool. I know there were chaos druids. I ended up seeing them while I was looking for the Watchtower on the Dwarf Multi-Cannon quest. We're getting little tidbits of knowledge and information on, you know, some of these more interesting factions, and it just makes me wonder what all we can actually do in RuneScape. Let's see, we have a small pouch. What is this? Used for storing essence. We can store Rune Essence in this, guys. Holy crap. Wait a minute. Small pouch holds 3 extra essence. So we essentially, you know, that takes 1 slot. We've gotten 2 additional Rune Essence in 1 slot. This is really interesting. Check this out, guys. While highly useful, the extensive use of the Abyss for teleportation is something to be cautious of. We've observed that the barriers between Gielinor and the Abyss are seemingly becoming weaker through excessive use. If care is not taken, the barriers to the Abyss could break down entirely. Indeed, we have already had isolated reports within the ZMI of strange creatures entering Gielinor from the Abyss. Not to mention the teleportation malfunction that first resulted in us gaining access to the dimension. Perhaps an alternative method to proceed with Operation Transient may present itself. This book had kind of a lot of like fluff in it, and some of the stuff that the old man already told us, but I think that one bit was really important, so I'm going to go ahead and bank that. I did need money to pay the toll, so now we can go to Al-Kharid and start this Temple of the Eye quest. What's a wizard doing in Al-Kharid?
Why shouldn't a wizard be in Al-Kharid?
Well, good question. I guess I just haven't seen a wizard around here before.
Well, for a start, I'm not just any wizard. The name's Persten. I'm the leading researcher in teleportation magic for the Order of Wizards.
Well, pleased to meet you. I'm a real bear.
Now, as for your question, maybe you should start expecting the unexpected. That way you can spend less time worrying about why I'm here and more time asking life's real questions.
Right. And what kind of questions are you referring to?
Well, that's the thing. It's different for everyone. Why do trees grow from stumps substantially faster than from seeds? Where do meteorites come from? Why do we have to hold our arms out to teleport successfully?
I don't know. What are the answers?
I don't know either.
So you're in Al-Kharid to work out how trees grow?
No, silly. I came here to buy something.
Something?
That's right. Something. Tell me, what do you know of the Abyss?
The Abyss? I know all about the Abyss.
Really? It's quite unusual for an adventurer like yourself to have knowledge in that area.
Well, I recently helped a group of Zamorakian wizards gain access to the Rune Essence mine. In return, they gave me access to the Abyss.
Zamorakian wizards? You do realize that the ZMI are enemies to the Order of Wizards, right?
Maybe I should have mentioned that. Yeah, dude, that's what I was thinking at the moment. I was like, that's probably the last thing you should tell a wizard, right? They got some serious beef.
Oh, don't worry about it. The Order of Wizards may be a Saradominus group, but I've never personally had much time for gods. I prefer knowledge to religion. Still, it's maybe best you don't tell anyone else. I can't imagine my fellow wizards will be happy to know that you gave away details on the secret mine. Enough about them, though. You've just shared quite the revelation with me. Is it really true that the ZMI have found a way to access the Abyss?
That's right.
Well, in that case, I think you might be the perfect person to aid me in a little task.
Well, what kind of task?
Well, I can't go telling you that until you agree, can I? Wouldn't want you sharing my secrets.
You're not giving me much to go on here.
There'll be quite the reward for you at the end.
Well, I can't say no to that, gentlemen. What do you need from me?
You'll help? Great. Well, first, a question for you. You say the ZMI have gained access to the Abyss, By any chance, are they using it to gain quick access to the runic altars for runecrafting purposes?
Yes, but how did you...
I knew it! I've been wondering for some time how they've been creating so many runes. I'd never considered that they'd somehow gain access to the Abyss, but I now realize it was the obvious explanation.
So is that what you're after? You want access to the Abyss as well?
Well, yes, but actually no. Seems we've jumped ahead a bit. Let's go back to why I'm here.
There's something you bought?
The something I bought? Here, take a look.
Person shows you an amulet.
A foolish archaeologist by the name of Asgarnia Smith recently found this washed up near the ruins of Uzer. Despite his apparent archaeological credentials, he dismissed it as junk. Luckily, I was able to buy it from him before he disposed of it. Can you believe he thought the 100 coins I paid was too much? If only he knew the true value of something like this.
It does look like the symbol that's outside the wizard tower, so this could be something from the first tower.
You see that eye on it? That is the symbol of both the Order of Wizards and our home, the Wizard's Tower. Thing is, that's only the start.
Dude, am I not reading the script right now? This is incredible.
From what I can tell, this amulet is thousands of years old, but our order was only formed at the dawn of the 5th Age. That wasn't even 200 years ago.
But how?
Hang on, I'm not done yet. I also inspected the amulet for magical energies and found something fascinating. I recognized two distinct magical signatures. The first is the same magic found in Rune Essence. That's already pretty exciting, but it's the second that will blow your mind.
Well, what was it?
I'm getting to that. My, you do like interrupting, don't you? Don't worry, I understand. I get quite excited about these things as well. Anyway, here's the big reveal for you. The second signature was energy from the Abyss.
So you have an amulet with the symbol of your order on it, but it predates your order by thousands of years? It also turned up miles from where your order is based, and is filled with energy from a dimension that until recently no one had even been to?
Now you see why this is so exciting.
Oh, what do you need from me?
I need to find out where this amulet came from. It should be possible to trace it using the abyssal energy it still contains. This is where you ask, what's the catch?
Alright, what's the catch?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Real Bear. Unfortunately, the spell needed to trace the amulet will only work properly from inside the abyss.
Oh, I see where this is going. You don't have access to the abyss, but I do.
Precisely. While I don't care about the religious squabbling between the ZMI and my order, I still can't see them wanting to work with me anytime soon.
So I need to take this amulet to the abyss and work out where it came from?
That's correct. I imagine you'll need the help of your ZMI friends. Just maybe don't tell them who gave it to you.
I'll visit the Mage of Zamorak and Veronica. He should be able to help me.
Return to me once you're done. Oh, and don't forget the amulet.
Person hands you the amulet. Wow, that is really sick. Dude, we're getting like a double dose of wizard lore right now, and I'm here for it. I love this. Let's see what the Zamorakian mage has to say.
Ah, you again. What do you want?
I need your help with an amulet.
An amulet? What amulet?
You show the amulet to the Mage of Zamorak.
That eye on it. That is the symbol of the Order of Wizards. What is this all about?
The amulet's giving off abyssal energy. I was hoping you could help me work out where it came from.
Well, why should I?
Well, I did help you gain access to the Rune Essence mine.
And we gave you knowledge on the Abyss in return. We owe you no further favors.
Are you not even slightly curious about how an amulet with the symbol of the Order of the Wizards on it is giving off abyssal energy? After all, they don't even have access to the Abyss.
I hope you're not about to tell me that you shared our secrets with the Ceratominus.
Of course not.
Then where did you get the amulet?
I bought it from an archaeologist.
There's something off about all this. Show it to me again.
You show the amulet to the Mage of Zamorak again. As you do, he casts a spell upon it. What was that?
Just a spell to tell me more about it. Seems this amulet is very unusual.
So you'll help?
Very well. But first you must do something for me. Bring me a bucket of water and a strong cup of tea.
A strong cup of tea?
That's right. The tea seller just northeast of here can give you one. He owes me, in fact, so you just tell him Herbert sent you. Wait, your name is Herbert? Is that a problem?
No, I guess not. I just never had you down as a Herbert. Oh, that's great. Okay. I'll be back soon. Okay, I think we can get a bucket of water pretty easily. I should still have some in the bank.
Greetings. Are you in need of refreshment?
Could I have a strong cup of tea?
A strong cup? What do you mean?
Herbert sent me for one.
Ah, well, why didn't you say that? Between you and me, Herbert's strong cups of tea are actually just my regular cups. But if it makes him happy, the tea seller hands you a strong cup of tea. I hope Herbert enjoys it. That's funny, man. Here you go. The Mage of Zamorak takes the strong cup of tea from you and immediately drinks it. Nothing like a nice cup of tea. Right, a deal is a deal, but the spell to determine the origin of that amulet will only work from the Abyss, so you'll need to have the initiate there perform it for you. Meet me in the wilderness when you're ready to be teleported there. Can't you just teleport me from here? From the middle of Varrock? What if someone is watching? If someone was watching, they'd know you have a secret chaos temple here in Varrock. I reckon you're pretty safe. Dude, I said the same f***ing thing. God, dude, the writers know exactly what I'm thinking. It happens so much. Fine, but don't expect me to make a habit of this. I will offer you a single teleport from here directly to the initiate in the Abyss. Make sure you are definitely ready. Hang on, what was the bucket of water for? That. Well, time passes slower in the Abyss. The initiate maintaining the rift has still been there for quite a while. He needs a good bath. You want me to throw it over him? Exactly. Now, are you ready to be teleported? Don't forget, this is a one-time offer. In future, you'll need to meet me in the wilderness to access the Abyss. I am not ready yet. Okay, let's go get our food and then come back. Okay, I got almost a full inventory of cakes. We're going to have a pretty tough time dying, I think, unless we're getting hit for like 20 damage, but I think speed is going to be our ally here. I expect these things to be incredibly high level, incredibly dangerous, and I don't want to be slowed down by my combat armor. Whew. All right, guys, let's check this out. It's all like made out of meat, dude. What the heck? Talk to the Dark Mage. Hello there. Quiet. You must not break my concentration. I need your help with an amulet. Amulet? Okay, hang on. Someone's trying to contact me. The Dark Mage suddenly starts talking to someone else. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Fine, a simple transfiguration spell should resolve things for you. Now, can you leave me alone? I can't keep affording these distractions. The Dark Mage turns back to you. What did you want? Something about an amulet? Yes, but first, you throw the bucket of water over the Dark Mage. What in the actual... Sorry, but Herbert said you needed a wash. Are you serious? What if I'd lost concentration and let this rift collapse? Do you like having a brain that isn't made of mush? Because mush is all that would have been left. I like my brain how it is, thanks. Now, could you help me? Why should I? I'm soaked thanks to you. Herbert said you would. Of course he did. Alright then, what do you want? This amulet is giving off abyssal energy. I need you to cast a spell to tell me where it came from. Let's have a look then. You show the amulet to the Dark Mage. Right, just give me a moment. The Dark Mage casts a spell on the amulet. Okay, this spell will allow me to triangulate the origin of the amulet. To make things easier, I'm using this rift to compare energy from that origin with energy from the runic altars. Of course, thanks to the ways time and space work in this place, the information won't necessarily come in the right order. Meaning I'll need you to help, you fool. You see that energy that's just emerged from the rift? Work out which order it goes in. Right. Reacts strangely. Okay, we have to touch these in the right order. This is like one of my favorite minigames from Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. You had a bunch of colored, like, musical Simon Says kind of thing. You'd run around and activate them all. I don't know what it was, just the sound design for that minigame was really calming. It was really nice. Wow, no way we got it that easily. That was incredibly lucky. I worked out which order the energy goes in. Yes, I can see that. Now hang on. The Dark Mage pauses for a moment, as if lost in thought, then hastily pulls out a scroll and scribbles something on it. I've noted the details on this scroll. A competent enough wizard should be able to use it to cast a teleportation spell to take you right there. Can you tell me anything about the place? With all the time I've spent here, I'd like to consider myself an expert on the Abyss. But there's something very strange about the place this amulet came from. Strange how? Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be strange, would it? Now, if you're done bothering me, I need to stay focused on this rift. Dark Mage hands you an incantation. How do we get out? I'm just going to go ahead and hit the Lumbridge home teleport since we need to go back to Al-Kharid anyway. Hello again. Any luck with that amulet? Yes, I have an incantation that could lead us to wherever it came from. Brilliant. Let's have a look. You show the incantation to Persten, and she quickly makes a copy for herself. Oh, fascinating. But that would mean... That would mean what? Shh, I'm thinking. Yes, 2, no, 3 more. Silly me, counted myself, didn't I? Well, it should be fine. I can't see them saying no. After all, it's their symbol as well.
What do you want about?
Oh yes, you're here. You'll be pleased to know that I've worked out what we must do next.
And that is?
Patience, young adventurer. Before we get to that, let me share with you my theory on where this amulet came from. While you were gone, I was thinking about why the amulet would have magical energy from both Rune Essence and the Abyss. All of a sudden, it hit me.
Ouch.
Quite the opposite. The source of this amulet must be an ancient teleportation matrix to the runic altars, just like the one the ZMI have in the Abyss. This is good news, in case you were wondering. Access to a teleportation matrix like that will be life-changing when it comes to my work. Of course, the rest of my order will be very happy as well. It'll completely remove the advantage the ZMI currently have. Now there's a balance that Guthix himself would love. But this talk of the ZMI has reminded me of something. Can I have that amulet back?
You give the amulet back to Persten.
Now, just give me a moment.
Persten casts a spell on the amulet.
Ah, yes. Well, that's not surprising. Your ZMI friends cast a transmission spell on the amulet. Had we taken it with us, it would have transmitted all sorts of information back to them about the origin. It's not a problem. I suspected they might do something like this. The good news is that this means they have no intention of using that incantation themselves. Again, as expected, they prefer to lurk in the shadows. To be honest, I totally understand. I've been known to do the same from time to time. Anyway, I've modified their spell to send false information to them. They'll be none the wiser.
I thought you didn't care about religion. Why don't you want the ZMI getting that information?
Oh, my friend, you misunderstand. I have no issues with the ZMI having the information, but I don't want them getting it before I've even had a chance to determine what it is.
I see. So what now?
Yes, back to business. The incantation is quite complex, so we'll need the help of 3 other wizards to perform it. I'm afraid I'm not including you in that, although you are very talented.
Thanks, I think. So where do we get these other wizards?
From the Wizard's Tower, of course. My fellow wizards won't be able to resist getting their hands on a teleportation matrix, especially one that may be connected to the history of our order. Now you head to the Wizard's Tower and show that incantation to Sedridor. I'll have a couple of things to prepare first, but I will join you there soon. Oh, and whatever you do, do not mention the ZMI while you're there.
Alright, I'll see you soon.
Hey, if you want, I can teleport you to the Wizard's Tower. Consider it a one-time gift from me.
Absolutely, are you kidding me? Fantastic. They didn't have stuff like that in World of Warcraft until Cataclysm, man, and here we get it in old school RuneScape. It's brilliant.
Hello again, a real bear. What can I do for you?
I need your help with an incantation.
An incantation, What incantation?
A teleport that could potentially take us to an ancient teleportation matrix. Persten reckons you might be able to use it to gain easier access to the runic altars.
Wait, Persten sent you?
That's right. Oh, I should also mention that this teleportation matrix seems to have some connection to your order, despite predating it by thousands of years.
So Persten disappears for all this time, and then shows up again with knowledge on an ancient teleportation matrix? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It's probably not the strangest thing she's done. Anyway, what do you need my help with exactly?
Persten needs 3 other wizards to be able to perform the incantation.
Can I see it?
Sure. You give the incantation to Sedridor.
This scroll is very interesting. Did you get it from a Zamorakian wizard, perhaps?
Don't lie to me, a real bear. Well, since you asked,
it's clear from your response that my suspicions are correct. This incantation is written on very thin flesh rather than parchment. A horrific practice only used by Zamorakians. Need I remind you that it was the Zamorakians who burnt down the first Wizard's Tower? Real bear, I'm going to be frank with you. Persten hasn't been seen here for almost a year. My last meeting with her was to discuss changing her line of study due to her lack of results. She was given 1 more year to produce something of note. Now, with time almost up, she sends you here with Zamorakian incantations and odd claims about an ancient teleportation matrix. But what if it's true? The teleportation matrix could change everything. Okay, I admit we went to some Zamorakians for help with the incantation, but they've had no other involvement. Persten has even made sure they won't get anything beneficial out of this. You have been a great help to us in the past. For that, I will consider it. First, though, I'll do a thorough arcane analysis of this incantation to determine if it is safe to cast. Now, as for your 3 wizards, I can't be wasting the others' time with this sort of thing, especially when I haven't even agreed to allow it yet. However, Treyborn has 3 new apprentices who could help. This might be a good learning opportunity for them. Speak to him while I inspect this incantation.
Okay, Sounds good. Thank you. That's really good of him to give her the benefit of the doubt, and in a way, us the benefit of the doubt, right? I was wondering for a second there if she had, like, really done something bad and was, like, kicked out of the order or something like that. And it looks like that's not the case. So I think she's still okay. I didn't know if she was, like, being a double agent or anything. Hello, young thingamawat. I need your apprentices to help with an incantation. Right now? But we're having a party. A party? Party? What party? You said you were having a party. Well, I suppose it is a party of sorts. A study party. Would you like to join in? You look like you could use one. Well, I think I'll pass. Anyway, Sedridor said your apprentices could help me with an incantation. Well, what kind of incantation? One that could lead us to an ancient teleportation matrix. Teleportation matrix? Doesn't sound like the most comfortable place for a party. I bet it's full of thingamawats as well. I love this guy, man. He's the best wizard. I'm not suggesting we move the party there. I'm suggesting that we cancel the party and discover the secrets of this teleportation matrix instead. Cancel the party? You're certainly a party pooper. Alright, how about instead of canceling the party, we finish it with a bang? What's currently on the agenda? Finish it with a bang? Sedridor won't be happy if we burn the place down again, will he? Still, I like it. I've currently tasked each of the apprentices with solving a problem. If they all solve it, we can celebrate together. Sounds good. So what's the problem? Problem? There's no problem. Everything's fine here. We're having a party. I mean, what's the problem they have to solve? Oh, it's trivial. They just have to figure out what a thingamawhat is. A what? Precisely. Right. I'll speak to the apprentices. Perhaps together we can figure this out. Good luck. He's like coherent half the time. He's got to be faking it, right? So if that's 6 and this is 8, then if we multiply... No. Divide? No, that's not it either. Sounds like you're trying to solve a puzzle. Perhaps I could help? Oh, hey there. Yeah, I'm trying to solve a puzzle set by the world-renowned Sedridor himself. It truly is an honor to have someone like him take the time to teach an upcoming wizard such as myself. Why do you think so highly of him? Oh, so many reasons. But the biggest is that amongst all the wizards, he's the foremost expert in extraplanar magic. Why else do you think he has the smallest room in the tower? Because he doesn't need the space. He can just open a portal to create more. I see. And is this the branch of magic you want to specialize in? Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm here. I need to solve this puzzle to prove that I'm ready to learn all that he has to teach. Well, it's actually not too different to the reason I'm here. I'm currently helping a wizard called Persten, and she seems to be quite knowledgeable on different planes. She tasked me with recruiting some wizards to help her uncover a teleportation matrix. Would you like to join us? You bet Persten? She studied directly under Sedridor for multiple years. I'd love to meet her, but she's hard to track down. Could you introduce us? Sure, I can do that. We need to solve this puzzle first, though. Sedridor won't let you three leave until you do. Perhaps I could help you solve it? I'm not sure. I wouldn't want Sedridor to think poorly of me if I cheated and asked for help. But I do want to work with Persten. Okay, I'll show you the puzzle. Water is 6 and mind is 8. A thingamawhat is less than 2 body and more than 2 earth. What is a thingamawhat? Okay, let's talk to the other apprentices. Yeah, here we go. Now we're getting some hints. Air and earth? What about water and fire? Is this an elemental problem, or are they completely irrelevant? What appears to be the problem? Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there. Don't worry. What were you muttering about with air and earth? Is it related to the puzzle Sedridor gave you all? Yes, I just can't wrap my head around it. Feels like there are too many unknown variables. Besides, how does all this relate to a thingamawhat in the first place? Whatever that actually is. Perhaps it's a slayer creature? Or a person? Is this a logical puzzle, a riddle, or a mathematical problem? Let's see, well, perhaps I could take a look at it and help you all out. I'm not sure. It sounds like cheating, but I really do want to beat Cordelia. She's always one step ahead of me. It'd be nice to finally win for a change. I'm actually here to recruit the 3 of you to help uncover an old teleportation matrix. The only issue is that Sedridor won't let you leave until the puzzle's solved. Ooh, did you say a teleportation matrix? Teleportation magic is my specialty. I'd love to help. Well, I'd be glad to have you along. So will you show me the puzzle? Sure, just please don't tell the others you helped me. We're getting numerical values for what all of these are, and it's going to help us solve the other puzzles. Okay, hang on. I've got to open up a text document for this. Okay, guys, I was able to write all those down. Water is 6, mine is 8, earth is 5, and air is 3. Let's talk to Cordelia and get the last little bit that we need. Thingamawhat.
Think, gummy, what?
Everyone said you're trying to solve a puzzle. Maybe I could help?
Why? Do you think I need your help to solve this? I'll prove I'm smarter than these two.
Well, I don't doubt you're smart enough to solve this on your own. I'd just like to see the puzzle to further my own knowledge and understanding.
You think I'll be persuaded that easily? I'm not as easy to fool as the others, but I admire your efforts nonetheless.
I'll be honest then. In truth, I don't care about this puzzle at all. I'm actually looking to recruit some talented wizards to help uncover a long-lost teleportation matrix. The hope is to use it to gain easy access to the runic altars for runecrafting purposes.
Well, that's infinitely more interesting. In that case, why do you care about the puzzle?
Treborn said that he wouldn't give his permission for you to join me until the puzzle's solved, so I thought I'd lend a hand.
Very well. You appear to be telling the truth, and I'd rather be uncovering a teleportation matrix than doing this. Here it is.
So now that we have all of the different pieces, I guess we can start with Cordelia's puzzle. Okay, so it's less than 18 and more than 9. Felix's is between 14 and 10. Less than 3 fire. So it's less than 12 and more than 10. Then it has to be 11. It must be 11.
Hello, young thingamawhat.
I think I know what a thingamawhat is.
Oh, do tell.
What is a thingamawhat? 11.
Well done, that's correct.
Let's go, dude. That was sick.
See, it's easier to solve problems when you put aside what's best for you and instead focus on what's best for the team. Congratulations, you all pass.
But you said that only the first of us to solve it would pass.
Oh, did I? Well, I forgot. Either way, I hope you've all now learned a valuable lesson in teamwork. You'll have this adventurer here to thank for that.
Wait, but we all had different puzzles written down.
Of course, we needed to combine our puzzles to solve it. Wow, that's genius. What a great way to teach us all teamwork.
Now finish with a bang, did you say?
Treborn suddenly sets off some fireworks. That's awesome. What was that for?
Well, it was your idea after all. Now, why don't you go tell Sedridor that my apprentices are free to help?
That was awesome. And we got a sandwich too. Amazing. This is proving to be one of the better quests. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's been a good day, dude. Ernest Chicken was a blast. These puzzles have been super fun. Oh, here's Persten.
Hello again. Ready to uncover a magical secret that could change the world forever? Slow down, Persten. I'm still inspecting this amulet of yours.
You're inspecting the amulet now? Does that mean the incantation is safe?
That's right. The amulet is as well, of course, but Sedridor here likes to be careful. Not all of us are so carefree when it comes to the rules of our order, Persten. I mean, really, Zamorakian incantations? Be glad I've even let you back into the tower. The unfortunate price of progress, Sedridor. I can think of a few other unfortunate things. Anyway, the amulet seems to be safe, and as much as I hate to admit it, your assessment seems to be correct.
So we can go ahead?
Yes. I'm still not happy about this, but we can't throw away this chance. I assume Treborn's apprentices are ready?
That's right.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's do this. A real bear, are you ready?
Alright guys, we've got all the cake we need. Let's do it.
Is everyone ready?
We won't let you down, Persten.
All right, with me. It worked. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go in. Go in? You three aren't going through that portal. We have no idea what's on the other side. I've given Persten and a real bear permission to go through. Until we know it's safe, no one else may enter.
You can't be serious. Please let us help. We've all worked so hard for an opportunity like this. And we have Persten to look after us.
No, you are only apprentices. You were here to help with the incantation, and you've done that now. You should go back to your studies. Come now, Sedridor. The young thingamawhats have proven themselves to be more than capable. Let them have their party. It's going to be quite something. You should really let them help. Quiet, Persten. Let it be known that I consider this a bad idea. That said, they are your apprentices, Treborn. They have your permission. I won't stop them. All right. Ready to make history? Let's go.
Whoa, it's like underwater.
Well, this is unexpected. Where are we?
Are we underwater?
Whoa. This place is fucking cool. Oh my god.
Let me cast a locator spell. It seems we're deep below the sea, just south of Mortenia. Fascinating. Come, let's look around.
I am blown away, dude. This is incredible. I love this kind of shit. I mean, just look at this place. The music is incredible. That's an interesting statue.
See the plaque on it? It reads, Aliyah, Justicar of the Lion and Guardian of the Temple of the Eye.
Temple of the Eye?
That must be where we are right now. I've read about the Justicars before in a book back at the Wizard's Tower.
What did the book say?
They were powerful warriors in service to Sedridor himself, back when the gods still walked among us. This temple must be ancient. Imagine if Sedridor himself once stood here.
Holy crap. I mean, how are we even allowed to, like, breathe down here, dude? What are you looking at?
Look, rune guardians like the one at the mage training area. If this place was once a teleportation matrix, these rune guardians might have helped the wizards that used it.
Anything different about them?
Well, despite their age, they're actually of a remarkably similar design to the ones used by modern wizards.
Isn't that amazing? What about Cordelia? Found anything interesting?
There's something strange about this big hole here. It's giving out the tiniest amount of magical energy. I can't work out what it is, though. You know, those plants look similar to the stuff I've seen in the... Quiet! I'm more than capable of working this out. Maybe we should go up the others instead.
Alright, you frickin'... you jerk. Why don't we talk to Persten, Hey. Hello?
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. I was lost in thought.
What were you thinking about?
Oh, I was looking at the markings here. They're very interesting. They seem to be radiating a magical energy I've never encountered before. Take a closer look. Maybe you'll feel the energy as well.
You look at the markings. What the heck?
Sedridor be with you. And with you, Zachariah. So it's really true?
Indeed it is, Olia, and he has given us the task of protecting it.
What would he have me do?
You must build a sanctuary for the Eye. The forces of chaos already seek to reobtain it, as do countless others.
I will keep it safe, no matter the cost. And you?
Zamorak has tasked his collectors with finding the Eye. I will hunt him down before he does, along with any others who would try to claim it.
Then I wish you luck, brother.
There is one last thing, Aliyah. You must keep the Eye secret from all others, even our own. The fewer people that know the truth, the better.
On my honor as a Justicar, it will be done.
Good. Sedridor be with you, sister.
What the?
Real bear?
Joss!
What did you say?
I don't know.
Did you just say Joss?
I can't remember. When I looked at the marks on the floor, I had this vision, but it's all unclear.
Curious. Well, time to see what the others have found.
This is shaping up to be a really special quest.
Right, what have we discovered?
The large hole behind you is radiating a strange energy. I'm still trying to work out what it is.
Do you need a hand with that?
No, I can work it out.
You sure can. What else do we have?
There's some old rune guardians here with eye symbols on them.
So this place was definitely used by the wizards at one point. Amazing!
Not just any wizards. Sedridor wizards. There's some statues of an old Sedridor Justicar called Aliyah.
Remarkable. The Justicars haven't been around for thousands of years. That confirms my suspicions about the age of this place.
That's not all I found. Apparently this place was once called the Temple of the Eye.
The Eye? What's the Eye? I remember reading about something called the Eye back at the Wizard's Tower. I only came across mention of it once, but apparently it was a powerful artifact made by Sedridor himself. Sorry, made by Sedridor, you say? That's what the book said. Why? Oh, just checking. I get all caught up in the moment and mishear things sometimes.
This eye, did the book say what it looked like?
It didn't. It didn't actually have any other information on it. I tried to learn more from other books but found nothing.
Anything else was probably lost when the first wizard's tower burnt down.
Of course. I've worked out what the energy from that hole is. It's abyssal energy. Oh, yes. Brilliant. Persten? Ah, sorry. Lost a thought again. It was for a good reason, though. I think I've just about worked it all out.
Amazing as always, Persten. We're so lucky to be able to work with you.
Thank you. So, I reckon my theory that this is an old teleportation matrix was spot on. The wizards here must have used power from the abyss to create portals to the runic altars. Then, with the power from this eye, and support from their rune guardians, they'd have been able to create runes at lightning speed. The eye must have had a huge impact on their work. They named the temple after it and fashioned a symbol based on it. And we're still using that symbol today. We just never knew why until now.
Should we report back to Sedridor?
In a moment. I'm just going to cast a simple revealing spell first, just in case there's anything else hidden here. What's happening? Don't worry, I'm sure everything is fine. Let me handle this. Oh, now that is a problem.
Persten!
Oh my gosh!
You don't belong in this temple, accursed of filth.
Oh, damn. Okay, she actually kind of popped off there. Whoa!
And so the rift to the scar is open once more. Humans, fight with us. Let us hold back the abyss.
This is fucking awesome!
Oh my god! What do we do now? What if more of those creatures come through the rift? Well, don't think I'll be stopping them all again. I may be powerful, but that spell still took a lot out of me.
Humans, use the cells. Protect me while I close the rift.
Cells?
Tamara, a real bear. I think I found something over here.
On my way. What do you got, Felix? Time is of the essence, brother.
Well, I can't say for sure, but I think the containers on this table contain small amounts of runic energy.
Right, I'll take one to Tamara.
Just make sure you don't take more than one. I tried to do that already. The energy within them exploded.
Alright, thanks for the warning. Okay, here we go. Weak cells. Okay, we've got it. You show the cell to Tamara. This is what Felix found.
That must be one of the cells we need. Try placing it in the tile next to me.
Alright. Place inactive cell tile.
It worked. This barrier should protect us against those creatures. And just in time, too. Here comes more of them. What do we do now? I'm not sure. The barrier won't hold out for long.
Humans, we need more support. Restore my brethren. Place cells within imbued rocks and they will do the rest.
Imbued rocks? What does he mean?
I'll see if Felix can help.
Be careful.
Felix, we need to place cells in some imbued rocks. Any idea what that means?
I think the essence piles here are actually remains of old guardians. They seem to contain elemental and catalytic energies. Perhaps we could try infusing each one with a cell.
Good idea.
You'll probably need a chisel to shape the essence first. Looks like there's one on the floor there.
Right, I'll get to work. Okay, chisel. Let's grab this pickaxe too while we're here. We'll probably use that. Okay, take weak cells. Assemble essence pile, elemental. Here we go. We'll carve out a place for the cell and carefully place it inside. The powers of the weak cell extend and it comes to life.
Wow, it worked. Looks like it's following the elemental symbols on the ground. Try creating another one using another essence pile. Amazing. Looks like this one's following the catalytic symbols. These guardians should be strong enough to fend off those creatures. Head back to Tamara and see what we should do next.
Okay.
You made some rune guardians.
And they seem to be holding back those creatures.
Humans, I lack the power needed to close the rift. I require runic energy.
We require more minerals. I played StarCraft today. That's all I could think about. Runic energy? Do we need more cells?
I don't think they'll work for this. We need something else. Oh, of course! We can use the rune guardians. See all the fallen guardians around here? They'd have once been powered using runic energy. If you were to obtain some fragments from them, you might be able to make something to capture the runic energy needed.
So mine the fallen guardians?
Exactly.
Hopefully you can find a pickaxe somewhere. Once you have a few fragments, go and speak to Felix. I'm sure he'll be able to help you use them. Here we go, Guardian Remains. Maybe I should have had more inventory space coming into this. Okay, there's 5. We need to power up this big Guardian somehow, but I need a way to capture runic energy. Tamara said you might be able to help.
I reckon this old workbench here might have been used for just that. There's still plenty of pure essence on it for you to use, but that might not be enough.
I have some fragments from the Fallen Guardians. What if I combine the pure essence with them?
Yeah, that would be perfect.
I'll give it a go. Okay, here we go. Work at workbench. I used the old workbench to make some essence.
If you think you have enough, you should take it to Tamara.
Okay. You show the Guardian essence to Tamara. Do you think this will work? Perfect. Now we just need to capture some runic energy with it. How?
I shall now use power from the abyss to open a portal to the runic altar of mind.
Well, I guess that's your answer. Head to the mind altar and craft some runes. That essence you have should capture some of the runic energy released. Take an uncharged cell with you as well. Why? I have a theory to test. Fair enough. I'll be back soon. He can open portals for us? Like, what is going on here? This is so sick. Guardian of Mind, here we go. Oh, yeah, we're at the Mind Altar. We got some Mind Runes, and we got Catalytic Guardian Stone. Interesting. Weak Cell. Maybe we can, like, power up the cell as we craft enough runes. You show the Guardian Stones to Tamara. Look! This is what happened when I took that essence to the Mind Altar. Great! That's exactly what I was hoping for. What about the cell? You show the cell to Tamara. It seemed to capture energy from the altar as well. I had a feeling it would. It's all coming together. What do we do now? First, you should use that new cell to replace the old one powering the barrier here. I don't think the current one will last much longer. And then? Then just use the stones to power up this big Guardian. I'll get right on it. Place weak cell. Yeah, we healed it. Sick. Okay, power up the Great Guardian. There it goes. 750?
Human, the stones have fueled me, but more are needed.
Level 15. Oh my god. The Guardian still needs more energy. I guess we need to repeat the process again.
I shall now use power from the abyss to open a portal to the runic altar of water.
Looks like the portal to the Mind Altar is closed. I guess the Guardian only keeps him open for so long. You'll need to use the new portal instead. Make sure you take another uncharged cell with you. Sick! This is incredibly cool, you guys. Hang on, I'm gonna drop more cakes so we have more room. It takes so little time to get these cakes, guys, that I have no problems dropping these. I'll spend the 5 minutes to get more cakes, because this is honestly the coolest thing I've ever done in RuneScape. Let's head to the Guardian of Water. It's cool, so the Guardians of the Rift is not only him, but also these statues, because we're able to empower him through this. Oh, look at this. Portal Talisman Water. What the heck is that? Okay, let's empower him. 750 again.
Human, the stones have fueled me, but more are needed.
Level 18. Dude, I've already gotten so many levels. This is crazy. You show the cell and the talisman to Tamara. Something odd happened at the water altar. The energy in the cell seems different to before. The essence also formed this strange talisman. Oh, fascinating. I guess it makes sense that the stronger the runic energy, the more powerful the cell will be. After all, water's more powerful than air or mind. Try making another rune guardian using that cell. In the meantime, I'll see if I can work out what this talisman does. Okay, so let's go pop this water cell. Oh, look, it's medium. So I guess we'll make a stronger little guardian here to fight off the abyss guys.
Look at that. I don't know what you did, but that guardian is much stronger than the ones you made before.
Sick. Okay, so he's going to smoke these guys. Let's watch. Look, this one has a white staff, and this one's got the blue one for the different element. Yeah, they're fighting them. That cell made a more powerful rune guardian. Great, we're almost there. I think we just need to power up this guardian one more time for it to be able to close that rift.
I must conserve my power. The portal to the runic altar of water has closed.
But we need that portal. Don't worry, I think there's another way. I reckon that talisman you gave me can be used to return to the water altar without the portal being open. Tamara hands you the talisman. Just present that talisman to the statue where the portal to the water altar was. Make sure you take more essence in another cell with you. Sick! So that's how we can continue to make the runes that we need. If we have the portal talisman, We can just go there for every single empowerment that we need. And no wonder people do this over anything else. This is just so much more enjoyable than farming Rune Essence and going out and getting them manually. I'm really enjoying this. And I like that we need to make a choice on whether we make a Guardian or empower the shield. That's really cool. Alright, use Portal Talisman on the Guardian of Water. Very cool. Oh, it consumed it. That's very important. It doesn't last forever. I have another cell. Do you want me to power up the barrier again? That's right. If my theory is correct, it should produce an even stronger barrier. Okay, let's see. Whoa! Look, the barrier's changed. Just as I thought. We can create better barriers by using stronger cells. Now, let's charge the Guardian with those stones you created and close this rift. Okay, here we go. That's so much XP!
Humans, I now have the power to close the rift. Brace yourselves.
Whoa!
We are safe. For now.
What was all that? What happened?
That was a rift into an area of the abyss known as the Scar.
The Scar? But I thought this was meant to be a teleportation matrix.
You are mistaken. While it is true that teleportation magic is strong here, that is only a side effect of this temple's history. This temple was built to house a powerful artifact. Many sought to claim this artifact for themselves, including servants of the fallen empire. In their attempt to claim the artifact, they used magic they did not understand. The rift to the Scar was created as a result.
This artifact? You mean the eye?
You are correct. The eye was removed after the battle, but not before the Justicar of the Lion used it to seal the rift once more. She then created us, the Guardians of the Rift, to protect this place in the event the rift was ever reopened.
Ed, we reopened it. But it's been sealed again now. The danger's gone.
Incorrect. Without the power of the eye, we have no way to seal the rift permanently. It will soon reopen once more. You should leave before that happens.
No, this was our mistake. I'm staying to help fix it. Me too. Well, if you two are staying, I guess I will as well.
Your support will be invaluable.
A real bear, could you go back to the wizard's tower and let Sedridor know what happened here? Alright, if you're absolutely sure about this.
What about Persten? We have to help her.
No part of the abyss is more dangerous than the Scar. Your friend will have already been consumed. Now, the power of the abyss grows. The rift will soon reopen once more. Those of you staying should prepare yourselves.
Then I guess I'd better go and see Sedridor. Good luck. Sedridor, it all went wrong.
What do you mean? Was there no teleportation matrix?
Well, kind of, but not really. The portal took us to the Temple of the Eye, an ancient Ceridominus temple built to house a powerful artifact. Long ago, a rift to the abyss was created in the temple, but it was sealed. At least it was, until Persten accidentally opened it again. She was sucked into the abyss, and all these abyssal creatures came out.
Abyssal creatures? We have to get in there and stop this.
It's okay again, for now. Some rune guardians called the Guardians of the Rift were built to protect the temple from the abyss. They helped us close the rift again, but they say it will reopen soon.
This is a disaster. I knew that teleportation matrix was too good to be true. I should have stopped this, but I was blinded by my own desires for that matrix. What of Treyborn's apprentices?
They're safe. They chose to stay and help the Guardians of the Rift keep the rift closed.
Then I will ensure that they have all the help they need. I will also begin researching this rift at once. Maybe we can still find a way to close it permanently. In the meantime, I suggest you do what you can to help them as well. After all, this is partially your doing.
I know. I'll help wherever I'm needed.
Thank you, A Real Bear. I appreciate that you did not mean for things to go this way. You should have this. It belonged to Persten. I don't want to think about where she got it.
Sedridor shows you a pouch. Do you think she's still alive?
Sadly, that seems unlikely. Still, if anyone can survive the abyss, it's her. Now, we'd better get to work.
Wow! That is by far the coolest quest I have done in this game. That was unbelievably awesome. Level 27 runecraft. We have gotten 20 levels of runecrafting from this quest. I don't even know what to say. The entire game of the Guardians of the Rift is super fun. It makes runecrafting an enjoyable thing to level. The music was incredible. The area, impeccable. I just can't get over the way that RuneScape continues to surprise me with these quests. And this is just a game mode that we have unlocked. The subscriber that suggested we do these 2 quests, I can't thank you enough. I appreciate the gentle suggestions that all of my commenters have been giving me to check out certain things. I really appreciate that you guys aren't outright saying, this is the most efficient, this is the best way to do X, Y, and Z. You just say, check this out. Oh, maybe you should look at this. You know, it feels in the spirit of a journey that we're building together, right? This isn't just me turning on the camera and doing my own thing. I really appreciate that you guys are pushing me in certain directions and helping me have a better journey in a way that I probably wouldn't have on my own. And it just goes to show how incredible doing this with a group of people is. Like, I appreciate that you guys have been watching and helping me with this crazy journey we've been taking. And I'm just blown away by this game. I think that really solidified it for me. This game is absolutely insane. Like, I don't think I've ever done something in an MMO that was as cool as that, other than maybe like the final boss of the first expansion of Final Fantasy XI. That was incredible. I'm very thankful that I have awesome people watching these videos that can give me advice in the spirit of the challenge. I wouldn't know about the grouping teleports. I wouldn't have found out about mahogany homes. I wouldn't know about this. I don't know. It's been nice to kind of feel this out. And, you know, I think at the end of the day, all that really matters is that I'm being true to myself with the challenge, right? Like, I'm not going off after I end a video and looking up the most efficient way to do everything or looking up what quests are. Like, you know, I turn on the recording and I just play the game, and I don't try to taint it with any kind of internet guides or anything like that. I just play, and it is a treat that I can do that. I feel like this game is just so special. And I mean, like, this is by far the coolest thing I think we've unlocked. And I wouldn't have been able to do that unless you guys pushed me to do that, among other things, right? You know, it's just the thing of, like, this game's been out for so long. There's going to be ways to make pain points better and apply quality of life in that way. And this is one of them. And I'm really glad that I was able to do this. Thank all of you guys for watching these videos. Thank you guys for commenting, liking, subscribing, all that. It really does mean the world to me that you guys are enjoying these videos, because I really have been enjoying making them. And RuneScape has just been an absolute pleasure to play. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, A Real Bear. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. It'd be great if you guys could leave a like, comment, or even subscribe to show me that you liked it. I love hearing from you guys. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.